Hello, everyone. You're welcome to this wonderful program. This time, once again, we are moving. We are really moving. As we advance in our Biafra referendum, as we advance in our Biafra cause freedom, we see things happening in Nigeria. We see things going upside down. We see things turning against the people. We see things turning against the masses. We see things, everything is working against the indigenous people of Nigeria. And when you see the people calling, you ask yourself, why are they asking for freedom? So many people say we are demanding for freedom because of the oil, because of the oil. Some say it's because of whatever greed or whatever. But the truth of the matter is that we are not demanding for freedom because of any resources or anything, any position, not about political position, not about political power, not about quest to handle any operation or any resources. No, we are fighting to be free because our lives are in danger. We are fighting to defend our lives. We are fighting to live. We are fighting to stay alive. We are fighting so that somebody, somewhere, demanding, fighting day in, day out to take us out will not survive, will succeed. This is why we are fighting. Our battle is not against anybody, it's not against any people, but against the system that has been corrupted by the same people that are meant to be leaders. I greet everyone listening to me this wonderful afternoon. I wish I have all the time in the world so we can go on and on and on. I will take us through documentaries today. As we listen, I want us to just take a tip of what there are so many things. You see, when we tell you about Sharia, you don't understand. So many people are working hard to make sure that Nigeria is Sharialized. You will hear with your own ears and you will understand. And as you know, I've been showing us here severally, we've seen the people that have confirmed to, even journalists have confirmed to you that people pay taxes to insurgents, that the insurgents have their offices, have their secretariats, have their bases, and the Nigerian military are not going after them. Nigerian police are not going after them. Nobody goes after them. They do what they like. That is Nigeria for you. You can go on and on and on and tell people of everything, of anything, of everything that has been happening. And what is this Sharia? You will understand in the video you are about to watch and everything that is happening today. Meanwhile, our people are suffering, going through pains, going through death every day for no reason. Our people are in a deep or in a thorough dangerous situation where the Nigerian army go bomb them, do this to them, do that to them. I want you to understand that what is happening now is not about if you are interested or if you are not interested. It's about the reality. It's just about the reality. That you are interested, it doesn't matter. You are not interested, it does not matter. Now, I want you to see this video before we continue.
Great naming ceremony. And he invited people, as you can see the canopy, he invited people, look at what these people did here today. Number one, this is sugarcane. They came to steal. They pluck all the sugarcane here. Secondly, as you can see, they have destroyed everything. Let me show you something. And this is DJ. If you look at this place, you see that this is DJ's. Listen, look at what they did. They have to destroy everything and burn it to ashes. This is, as you can see, they burned everything to ashes. This is it. This speaker, everything. Look at. So I'm going to show you more. And this is speakers. This speaker, they burnt the speakers to ashes. As you can see, if you look at, this is rice cooked by celebrants. This is what they did. This is what they did to what our brother Ebuka, prepared for people to come and enjoy with him, to celebrate with him for the twins. Everything. Just imagine. Like as I was saying, this is another one. This is another one. Look at what happened. They burned everything to ashes. This is rice. This is rice. Okay, go and show me the drink. This is scalloping. They burn it. This is another one. They burn this one again. They shot somebody in this place. Now, when is this going to stop? I want this thing to go viral so that hopefully of them will see it. If you look at this, is a lady close to Ebuka's house that says provision. They walked into the woman's place.
All right. Good, it is happening and we are seeing it. Why is good sometimes we see all these things is good so that we will believe, because our people know they agree unless they see. Our people, they believe when they see. So it's good that it is happening. Somebody that was doing naming ceremony for his twin baby, happy that the wife gave birth and it happens to be twins. And then Nigerian military said, why should you celebrate? Why should you eat? There is scarcity of food that you did not protest. Why will you come here and eat? Where are you getting the food if other people are crying for hunger? We have told you that we have moved on. Destroy the house, destroy everything in the house. You get the message. If you don't get the message, well, you lose it. If you don't get the message, you lose it. Quickly, let's just take a look at this before we move on.
I'm not talking about the hatred of France. No. At some point, there must be need for interaction with different countries. That is international relations. There's always a need for partnership between countries now. But when that partnership is exploitative, leading to poverty and violence, something is wrong with it.
Did you get the message? Nigeria partnership with Britain is exploitative. The so-called rulers in Nigeria are exploitative. They are all oppressors. That's one thing I kept saying. These people are oppressors, exploiting the people, the masses. They exploit you. The same thing going on through all African region, everywhere. You see what is going on in Congo, Brazzaville, Congo, the Republic, this one there. You see Sierra Leone, you see here. All these places have the resources that America don't have to become great. Britain don't have to become great. Germany don't have to become great. European countries don't have, Australia don't have. But look at them. Look at Africa. Always impoverished because of the exploitation.
That's the point. Means there must be need for interaction with different countries. That is international relations. There is always a need for partnership between countries now. But when that partnership is exploitative, leading to poverty and violence, something is wrong with it. That's the point. Something is wrong with exploitation. We can go into partnership with the US, with China, with Japan, international partnership. There's something to learn. But when it becomes exploitative, it needs to be resisted. Where was France when Blaise Compaoré was overthrown in a military coup? That was the undoing of France. Some military boys got angry and removed Blaise Compaoré. But before the military boys came, there was a people's revolution in Burkina Faso. The people rose and said, no, enough. Enough. And they chased Blaise out of the presidential palace. Go and study the Burkina Faso revolution. We're not talking about it. Edmond Obilo, you should talk about that revolution. I'll bring it to you.
Did you hear that? When the people need change, you don't need to study it. They don't go and they tell you on so day we are coming to rally and they push Tinubu out of office. Did you hear that? Where have you heard that in this life? We are coming with a massive protest that will change this country. Where have you heard that in this life? Only in Nigeria. You leave the innocent people to come out and die in the name you are pushing them to go and demonstrate for hunger. The innocent people come out ignorantly, get murdered. They ended up with bullets. Their own is gone. They are forgotten. Nobody remembers them. You pack them aside, you get your political appointment, you create your political awareness, you take your office, you begin to interact. Listen, the people doing this end bad government now are the same thing that Aisha Yusuf did. Aisha Yusuf came out and tell you it's end SARS. Today, Aisha Yusuf has gained the momentum she needed. She's now being invited into ministerial offices, being invited for interview. She's now recognized. Aisha Yusuf was nobody. So many other people have gained their momentum and moved on. But those that were used are either dead and forgotten, and so many of them are still abandoned in the Nigeria police cell after 4 years. Somebody must always be used, but be careful that you will not be the scapegoat. For somebody to step upon and climb to their selfish desire, the throne of selfishness. You hear that? They have to just go and watch Pakistan everywhere. Kenya, all of them. They rose up and said, we don't want again. Not protesting for hunger. We are hungry. Somebody is using you to say, military, come and take over. When you don't know where you are coming from, you will never know where you are going to, not to talk of where you are going to land.
Details of the Burkina Faso revolution, a recent one that chased Blaise Compaoré from power. And there was some kind of instability that now brought in the military. And the military came in and said, France, get out. And you know who is the young man? You know, you killed Thomas Sankara. He has reincarnated himself in the new military leader. He's behaving like Sankara. Will they kill him too? I don't want to die. You can see his picture. So he has gone to bring Russia to protect him. I hope Russia will not exploit him. Yes. So his government decided to end the 2018 military accord with France. And he gave France 30 days to leave the landlocked West African country. So this marks a new era as the Burkina Faso's transitional president, Captain Ibrahim Traore, takes his country in a new direction in defense of Burkina Faso's territorial integrity, in defense of the Burkinabe identity. The order to France to leave came as French troops were unable to tame rising militant insurgency despite being on the ground in the last 4 years. That's why Blaise brought them in. The way we have Boko Haram here, there's militant insurgency in Burkina Faso, Mali, in Chad. There is fire on the mountain, oh. But don't run. Don't run. Running doesn't solve the problems. When you run from militants, they chase you.
I believe the message is well passed. You don't need to run. You cannot run away from that problem. What do? Confront the situation. That is why today you see the people of Biafrans in the Nigeria. Biafrans in Nigeria, I'm not telling you Biafrans in Biafra land. I'm telling you Biafrans in Nigeria state, in the north, in the west, in the south. They are now gathering themselves fearlessly, telling you we are ready to take anything that comes to us. What is the point? If I die, I die. Esther said it in the Bible. So many people said it and they overcome. And our own is not going to be different. We have died because we were scared. We have been murdered in number because we wanted peace. We have been murdered without number countless times. Even before our great grandfathers were born, we have been murdered. Because we want peace, because we are questing for peace, because we cry for peace, because we beg for peace, we beg for unity. And after 100 years, you don't get it, you can't get it, you're not going to get it. Are you going to continue crying? The same way Nigeria state is being circled with insurgent was the same way Burkina Faso was. And America was there to protect them from the same insurgent. Sorry, not America, France. The French troops there were there to claiming to protect them, but the France were there not doing anything. But if you ask them, they say they have their base there protecting Burkina Faso from insurgent. But till today, they never do anything. They did not protect even demon from any insurgent. If the insurgent were coming in, until this young man here said, enough of all these things. We have to take over our power.
Before I came on the show, I was looking at a book. I was looking at this book, and I went into my library. A History of Tuareg Migration from Niger Republic to Sokoto, 1900 to 1985. It's a
when you don't even know and you don't even understand and you don't want to understand, that is when you see people clamoring constitutional change of constitution.
Standing ally of the patriots, Malam Tanko Yakasai, In a statement signed by the Secretary General Olawale Okuni, General Secretary of the Patriots, and dated 16th August 2024, it reads that, and I quote, "While we welcome all Nigerians to offer their views freely on the proposed constitutional conference by the Patriots, it is patently clear that Nigeria has a flawed, unitary and undemocratic constitution, which has made proper governance and cohesion in a highly diverse nation as our own very problematic." It further stated that most Nigerians are aware of the country's leadership deficit at all levels as a nation and the lack of discipline and commitment at all levels to make sacrifice for the country. However, it's the considered view of stakeholders at the last National Dialogue Colloquium that the problems of good and effective governance in Nigeria go far beyond the conduct of the operators of the Constitution, and that the failures and impunity of the operators of the Constitution is aided by the fundamental flaws in Nigeria's 1999 Constitution, end of quote. Joining us now is Olawale Okuni, General Secretary, the Patriots. Mr. Okuni, thank you for joining us today on the morning show. All right, let's go straight.
Thank you.
I know you may be wondering, why am I showing you this man telling you about constitution? We have a lot to talk about, at least in next one and a half hour. You'll be seeing some things that I want you to start with the Nigerian documentary, Nigeria Constitutional Amendment, or whatever they call it, provision or whatever. I want you to know that Nigeria has gone beyond the time you would demand for constitutional amendment. I am asking you, even if you decide to change the constitution now, are you going to change the Sharia law that is already in existence? Are you going to change the insurgent ministries that is already in existence? The Sharia police and army, are you going to wipe them away? What are you going to do to them? You see why Nigeria has gone beyond the time people will come and demand for constitutional review. Even if you like the whole old constitution, get them, tear them, burn them, trash them in Lagos Lagoon, it will not help any matter. It is, listen, if you watch what is going on in Nigeria, the thing is growing from worster. No, but I'm sincere, honestly, sincerely. When you look at what is going on in Nigeria, you see that there is no day anything like a sign of relief is coming. You will see that there has never been a time you see anything like sign of, like you, if you are 20 now, since you are 20, if you are 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, listening to me, I beg, try and like this video anywhere you're watching me from. You will find out that all your life, nothing has become better. For all your life, for all my life, I've never seen anything new in Nigeria. One, I've never seen anything renewed that worked in Nigeria. Two, I have never seen any sign of good coming to Nigeria. I have never seen anything maintained in Nigeria. I have never seen any sign of better tomorrow in Nigeria. You want me to explain? We used to know we had refineries. Somebody frustrated it to stop working. We used to know we have general hospitals that work, doctors are there. Do you know, when I was little, I used to see American doctors, Indian doctors, island doctors in Nigeria. Are they still there? They're no longer there. I remember your motor can stop anywhere. You will send little children to go and buy petrol for you, they will go and buy. You can even send the Okada man, you know him, you don't know him, just give him money, buy me petrol, he will buy and bring it for you. Today, where are you going to get that kind of thing? The Ajiokute is no longer there. Cement industries are closed and destroyed because somebody want to make it his own business. They have to destroy everything the country called Nigeria or the state called Nigeria used to have to favor or to please a certain individual and a certain ethnic group. I am waiting to see somebody one day that will tell me, hey, Nigeria is turning good. The only people that will tell you that Nigeria is coming to a good end is the criminals. Criminals. Anybody you see today telling you that Nigeria will go better, Nigeria go better, Nigeria will survive. I remember that music when I was small. When they do NTA news, they go blam. Nigeria go survive, Africa go survive, Nigeria go survive, oh, Nigeria go survive. I was little, now I'm up to 50. I've never seen Nigeria survive. Rather, I have seen Nigeria die and die upon death, upon death, upon death, upon death. Both the people, Osolokos, say we pray Nigeria so Nigeria won't die, but rather Nigeria is dead. What do you want to pray for? We saw the same people like what is his name, president or ordinary people, Bakaba, what is that his name? All of them that gathered to say kill Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is a criminal. Kill him. He called for sit at home. Kill him. They are no longer talking about that. Have you found out that people like basket what is it, Prekete? People like Prekete don't sit in their program again to talk about the Biafran freedom movement. They don't discuss it again. Do you see Rufai? But because it has gone beyond them. They don't talk about Sitatum again. They don't talk about it. Because they have come to realize this is not something we can stop by propaganda. Constitution will be amended. No problem. Go and amend it. Nigeria is the only country in the world where military will come and draft constitution for you, and you have reasons, you have excuses that they were going out. Who told you? Which going out? Didn't Babangida do constitution? What did he call it at that time? Constitutional conference. I think constitutional conference. Do you know how much Babangida spent lavishing people? Intelligent, wise, wicked man. He sent them to Nikon Luga, gave them houses there, give them money, go and enjoy yourself. They went there to discuss the way forward, constitutional amendment, constitutional revision, constitutional conference. I think this went on for more than 1 year or so. And the only thing they come up with is that by the year 2020, Nigeria will be one man, one house, house for all. Go and find out. I just left secondary school 1994, 93. I've forgotten when I was there in Abuja. I was in Abuja. Then Abuja was a beautiful place. Not now. Abuja is, those of you that think Abuja is fine, Abuja is not fine now. Then we were living in Abuja. If your light goes off, I'm telling you, as of 1993, 94 in Abuja, if your light go off and you wait the next 3 minutes, you don't see it, You will walk down to NEPA. NEPA is in every corner. You walk to NEPA, and what happened to my light? NEPA will follow you to your house to fix it immediately. You have water, you have everything. Police see you, salute you. Army see you, salute you, because they don't know who you are. Everybody in Abuja then were responsible people. There was nothing like a Yahoo. You don't dare collect bribe from people. Then when I'm telling you, you can walk into Jeremiah Oseni's office. I walk into his office as little as I was. That was when Nigeria was like still small better. But today, so when they are sitting down to tell you that Nigeria will be good, Nigeria is good, Nigeria will be better, laugh at them, because they are all bunch of liars. Well, by the way, we have a lot to talk about. Let's listen to this.
All right.
It is my pleasure to be with you.
Good. Now, talking about the meeting with the president by the Patriots and the following concerns by some Nigerians, I cited Mr. Alhaji Tanko Yakasai in my opening remarks, and he had said that we shouldn't be too quick to call for a new constitution. What's the position of the Patriots? You've also released a statement as to the importance of having a review and an overhaul of the old and coming in with the new. But I'd like you to speak to concerns by Nigerians like Alhaji Yakasai as to the constitution that you've asked from the president, the new constitution. Mr. Okuni, can you hear us? Okay, all right. So Mr. Okuni is unable to.
It's breaking.
All right. Can you? Okay, I just asked you.
Breaking. I can hear you.
Okay, all right. Very quickly, in response to some people who have made comments, like Mr. Tanko Yakasai, I'd like you to share your thoughts, the position of the Patriots.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be with you again. And I say good morning to all Nigerians. The Patriot is an eminent leaders of thought group at the highest level of thought and intervention for the Nigerian nation. And when you see people gather at that level, it is quite non-partisan. It is for the interest of the good governance and democratic rule in Nigeria. And so the Patriots will welcome every concern raised about what intervention it is making at any time. Alhaji Tanko Yakasai is a long-standing ally of the Patriots. As a matter of fact, preceding that engagement with the president, I had very profound consultation with him, back and forth several days, trying to streamline our engagement with the president. But at the end of the day, he feels a bit concerned about methodology. He wanted, and I can quote him, that we first proceed to the National Assembly before the president. He gave reasons, which I will not disclose here. So every concern of Nigerians to what the Patriot is doing is welcome, because in any case, this must be inclusive. This must be popular for it to be acceptable to the government and the people of Nigeria. So we welcome all views, all concern. But in democracy, the majority will have their way and the minority will always have their say. We take good cognizance of that tenet. So that is what the Patriot is saying. And again, for us in the Patriot, it's not about the Patriot. It's about the people. It's about the citizens. And so when you see all what was put forward before the president, including the protest that was going, we are to make intervention and advise Mr. President to say, look, the best thing to do at this point on that nationwide protest is for you to engage the protest leader in dialogue so that we can avert further reactions from citizens, reactions that are not helping the economy of Nigeria. So that is where the patrons stand today.
So just to be clear, can you clarify the point on you don't want to change the constitution, is that right? You don't make any amendments to it. Can you clarify that point?
Yes, given what we know of constitution, what we have today as stated by the chairman of the Patriot, His Excellency Chief Emeka Anyonku, before the president, is that what we have today does not enjoy the endorsement of the city.
Whenever they want to carry out their evil agenda, they go look for the senseless people in the name of Igbo. Remember something I told you about Obasanjo today. Obasanjo told you that they will use Igbo against Igbo, that they used Igbo against Igbo. So when you see Emeka Anyonku being in the front of going to America, going to Africa, going to UN, getting papers, they are ready to change the constitution. Why are they doing it? Why is it that Emeka Anyonku is a person involved? Because he's an Igbo man. He will always be used. Igbos will always be used to stop the agenda or to distract the freedom or peace of their own people. And you see how ignorant these people are. When you see them speak good English, beautiful English, good grammar, you think that is the way they are excellent in their brain and in their mind. No, because they have sold their mental capability to reasons. That is why Mazen and they cannot say they are authorlicious. Listen to what Obasanjo said.
I don't believe that anybody in this country should be driven away from any part of this country, because this country we own it together.
He don't believe anybody can be driven away, but he believe anybody can be wiped away. Are you getting the message? Obasanjo don't believe that anybody can be driven out, like Biafrans could be driven out of Biafra land. But Obasanjo believed that Biafrans could be wiped out of Biafra land. Common sense. Did Obasanjo condemn OD? He did it. OD wipe out. OD. No be massacre, na wipe out. Obasanjo, na he do, and he did not regret, and he is not regretting. Okwama that happened yesterday, did Obasanjo condemn it? Is for those that don't believe they are Igbo. It's only when they want to destroy you, they use Igbo. When they came for Asaba massacre in 1970, Asaba people said, hey, welcome military Nigeria. We are one. We are not Igbo. We are not fighting. Did they spare you? What did they do? Is to tell you that these people don't even care. Even if when you give them everything. I listened to one of the Hamas leaders. He said, even if Israel will leave the whole land of Israel and everything in it and walk away empty-handed and run away to nowhere and disappear, they will still look for them anywhere they are and destroy them. That they don't want to see that Israeli is living in this planet and they should be wiped out. Is what a Hamas leader said. So it's for you to understand the way these people reason. When they hate you, you cannot appease them. You can't please them. They want you out. They want you out. So when you see them using anybody, after using that person, they go finish that person as well. They're only using you because you are important at that moment to get to the main cocoa. Listen to Obasanjo.
When I was fighting for the war of unity in this country, I used Igbos, Hausa, Yoruba, even though we were fighting against Igbos, not that you should go, but that you should come. And I used Igbo.
Are you getting the message? And I used Igbo. That will tell you the extent he went in telling you how he used Igbos. The same way they used the Maneli Wanyamu. They used Ojo Zokalo. They are using Ojo Zokalo rather. They are using Okrocha. They are using Hopozodema. They are using what is his name? Mba Peter Mba. They are using Soludo. They are using what again is his name? Benjamin Kalo. They are using all of them. Today is a mechanic they put them for front. Make it the worker. Where is the what did he say? The one that said, "Hey, Tinubu have signed the constitutional conference, reconstruction of Igbo land." Hey, have you forgotten that? You see, when you see people that are liars, coming to lie, coming to deceive, coming to distract, it irritates me. It makes me angry. It makes me angry. I think I see the video. Let us listen. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Hold on. I will play it. Because when we talk, people don't want to hear what we say. People don't want to listen. Where is that video? Let me bring it to the screen. They know how to use Igbo. They don't use that one now. They just Igbo penny. You have come to reconcile Igbo land or Biafra land. I did TikTok. Oh, if you go join me for TikTok, because very soon I will do live program there, where I want to bring that life now, make it a play here. Cha 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 cha. Igbo penny. Tinubu have signed.
To come.
Obasanjo, wait. But Igbo penny. Tinubu have signed to reconcile Igbo land. and we sit down here, we laugh at him. Even when you see his dress code, you go to say they don't chop and finish. If they chop and the chop change, you say, who say no change? Who say no sand? Are you serious? Who say no sand? Why no sand? Let me see. Let me confirm. Can somebody else confirm that there is no sand? Can somebody confirm there is no sand? It's okay, right? All right. There we go. Thank you so much. Thank you. We move and we continue. Okay. So they use Igbo people to acquire whatever they want to acquire, to do whatever they want to do. So now, in this constitution, in this constitution that is coming, there are things I want us to ask ourselves. Those that are clamoring for constitutional change, review, renew, amend, I want you to ask yourself, the Sharia police, when you change constitution, are you going to turn them into Nigeria police? The Sharia Islamic Army, when you finish changing your constitution, are you going to change them into Nigeria Army? The Boko Haram insurgent secretariat, when you finish changing, are you going to change them to begin to apply your own law? You see, something that people don't understand is that when you are a fool, you are always a fool. Once somebody is a fool, they are always fool forever. Listen, you have Nigeria Army of Islamic Affairs. You have Nigerian Air Force Sharia Department. You have Sharia Police. You have Sharia offices, secretariats. You have Sharia police offices, which we are going to see. And you are calling for constitutional change. Is it in your constitution that you should have Sharia police? When people don't even reason, you don't know, are you to tell us that don't worry, I go organize myself. I do something. Don't worry, very soon. Very soon I go organize very soon I go put them now small. I don't want put one. I want organize all of them. Boom, we go take it back. By the grace of God, in 1 month time or less than 1 month, everything go dey bam. If you say my own, you go say, now your back be this, now you be this. I say, na me oh, na me be this. So I want to ask a question, like I was saying. Is it in Nigeria constitution to have Nigerian Army School of Islamic Affairs? Is it in Nigeria constitution that when you get a terrorist, you will send them to rehabilitation for 2 weeks, and then you integrate them into the system? Is it in your constitution to call on the terrorists to repent and have better part of the country? I am only asking a question. Maybe somebody out there will have the answer to give me. Is it in your constitution Nigeria? Is it in your constitution to begin to fight for passport for cows? Is all these things, are there in the constitution? Is it the constitution that your emblem, military emblem, will be of Sharia or Islamic? Is it in your constitution? We have a lot to talk about. Quickly, I want to show you something, so I will not be confused. Constitution, no? Nigeria constitution. Constitution. I have so many things I want us to take a look at now. We'll look into some things. So I beg you to just give me your ear as we listen to this, because there are some things you will listen to, so you will understand where we are going to. Let's go. Listen to this first.
Fuad Adeyemi, an imam in Nigeria's capital, Abuja, respects those who believe that a 22-year-old man accused of sharing a blasphemous message on WhatsApp should be punished. But he thinks the death sentence is too harsh. He was referring to a ruling handed to Yahya Aminu Sharif by a Sharia court in the northern state of Kano in August. On the same day, the court sentenced a 13-year-old boy, Omar Farouk, to 10 years in prison, also for blasphemy.
And we appeal that those people, they should review the judgments with the hope of re-enlightening them and reduce the punishments.
The cases caused an international outcry over the severity of the sentences and sparked a broader debate in Nigeria about the role of Islamic law. The country is roughly evenly split between a predominantly Muslim north and mainly Christian south. Sharia or Islamic religious law is applied in 12 of Nigeria's 36 states, raising questions about the compatibility of two legal systems where Sharia courts operate alongside secular ones. Lawyers say appeals against the convictions, which were condemned by some rights groups, have been lodged at the Kano State High Court. But in Abuja, Nigeria's capital city, insurance executive Hamid Abubakar took a different view, criticizing Western interference.
Some people should not come to others' faiths and put their thinking or their normal thinking or their social thinking or their free thinking. We all act according to our scriptures.
Opinions remain just as divided and just as strong on social media.
When we say your balance, your way.
All right, you hear that? I want to show, there's a particular video we will watch last, but I want you to understand. Supreme Court for listen. Do you know they have Supreme Court for Sharia in Nigeria opens 2-day symposium on national security? Supreme Court.
Islamic scholars and leaders in Nigeria have called for the unity of all citizens in the country. They stressed that it's the only way to achieve success and development in the country. And this was the focus of a 2-day symposium organized by the Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria. Moyo Tamas reports.
A 2-day symposium with theme Threats to the Unity of the Ummah and the Future of Nigeria, Citizenship and the Nationhood opens in Abuja. The symposium pulls dignitaries from religious and traditional institutions, the academia, and the political class. The Sultan of Sokoto, Sa'ad Abrakat II, the President of the Senate, Hamad Lawan, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, Atiku Abubakar, Bashir Tofa are some of the invited dignitaries. The platform explores sensitive issues relating to indigent conflict as well as ethnic and religious disparity in the country. A lead paper is presented by Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed, who reviews the need to embrace diversity and put the country first.
As we speak, ethnic and religious identities have been thrust to the forefront of the struggle for power. They threaten to scatter an arrangement which has progressively failed to develop beyond its violence and threats remind us.
Hold on. This is not even the one I'm looking for. Hold on. We will find it. Hisba police. I've shown you the Hisba police before. I've shown you about the Hisba police. Why am I? Hold on. Okay, this is the one we will watch. But those of you that don't know Sharia law, those of you that don't know, we have Sharia law, Sharia police, Sharia whatever.
The start.
You don't know that, like I was asking, there's a video we are going to watch. By the time you watch this video, you will understand where we are going to. Now, I was still asking a question. You see why I call all these Nigerian journalists junk and the blind people? You know, in Nigeria, you have insurgent secretariats. Only in Nigeria, you have all this. Boko Haram have secretariats. They collect taxes. They have people that, even if Tinubu go there now and say, don't come with me, the people will not listen to Tinubu. They are only their respect, their obedience, their humility, everything goes to those insurgents. They don't win them. And this is the strategy: win them small. And they are winning. So my question is this: when you become, when you change your system, when you change your what do you call it? If you change the constitution, are you going to change Sharia? This is from France 24 News. Listen.
The start of another patrol for Kano's Hizbah enforcers. As protectors of Islamic Sharia law in northern Nigeria, it's their job to gather evidence of un-Islamic behavior and respond.
And some areas you can go and you can see people shaking, romancing on the road. You understand?
A tip-off is received that there might be a prostitute in the area, and the chase is on.
Well, go.
A girl is apprehended, suspected of prostitution, and taken back to base for further questioning. It's the job of the Hizbah to resolve disputes and preach Sharia law rather than detain and punish. Serious criminal offences, they detain and punish. Serious criminal offences, they refer to the police.
Why am I showing you this? You may be asking. I am showing you this so you will understand that they have their secretariats the same way you have. You see the office? It's not Basha. It's not Basha. This is a full office. You can see their chairman or whatever he is called, their leader. These people, another thing I want you to understand is that these people, as you are budgeting for Nigerian police, you are budgeting for Sharia police. As you are budgeting for Nigerian army, you are budgeting for Islamic army. As you are budgeting for Nigerian secretariat, you are budgeting for Sharia secretariats. And all these Fuleva from jazz that are telling you they are hungry are not saying that their problem is all these things I am listing here. They think their problem is this. Your problem is that Sharia has taken over your country. And this is why we will not be part of you. So when people think that it's just about oil, you heard Mazen Nandekan say that the oil will be used to lift other African countries up. that the oil will be given free to some African countries so that they will have life. Because so many African countries are wallowing in darkness and hunger. That is why they don't want Biafra to come. Because they want Biafra, they want Africa to remain in darkness. Biafra is the light. Are you seeing it? So when you are demanding for change, amendment in constitution, why is it that nobody have been bold to come out? Even the Obasanjo man, none of them have come out to tell you that we have Sharia law, we have state within states. You have Sharia state, you have Boko Haram state, you have Nigeria state, plus other ones which we are not going to. You know it already that they pay taxes, they collect taxes, and yet somebody's problem is hunger. Hey, oh, I pity you. Somebody's problem is to amend the constitution. I want to ask a question. Do you know what amending Nigeria constitution look like? You found out that your wife had children and the children are illegitimate. You say you don't want to marry again. You say you don't want to marry again. No, you find out that your wife is cheating. Your wife is cheating. And you say you don't want to marry again. Are you going to say that are you going to reject your children that you are sure probably you don't go DNA, the thing you say now your children? Are you going to reject them as you reject your wife? Because that is the question I want to ask you. Because when people are telling you constitution must be changed, the military drafted it. Is it the military that brought this Sharia police? Is it the military that brought Sharia law? Is it the military that brought Sharia government? Is it the military that asked Boko Haram to build their office and be collecting taxes? People know they ask all these questions. You think you will change the constitution now? This Sharia office, you will destroy it? Common sense. If you change your constitution, after changing your constitution, are you going to tell these people, Sharia people now, that their offices will be turned into Nigeria police office? Is that? And you have seen their policemen and policewomen working, and they tell you that they are working against anything that does not promote Islam. You see them? The police tell you that they are working against anything that is not supporting Islam. That is the police, Sharia police. And somebody is still telling you that their problem is no constitution. Your problem is to liberate yourself, free yourself. If you free yourself, you do okay. Once you free yourself, you are okay. Now I want you to.
At first glance, it's just another ordinary surgical procedure. But this is a perfectly healthy man about to have his hand amputated. A convicted cattle thief, he's the first person to be punished under Islamic or Sharia law.
Do you see what they're doing? They want to come out a hand because he committed a crime or whatever against the law. You see? Watch the video.
Now sweeping across the Muslim north of Nigeria. These images, recorded by Sharia activists, keen to display their civilized method of punishment.
We are telling people that, look, this is what God said in his law, and whoever dares to commit offenses against God and against humanity will receive that punishment.
Later in recovery, the hapless thief begins a second sentence, learning how to cope with a lifelong disfigurement. But there's much more at stake than just medieval forms of punishment. Sharia now threatens to dismember a nation divided between Muslim North and largely Christian South. It's not a story Nigerian authorities want told. They fear the growing popularity of this man, the governor of Zamfara state, who's risen from obscurity to lead this Islamic revival. 7 other Muslim states have now heeded his call. He says he won't stop until all Nigeria is under Sharia rule.
Did you hear that? He said he is not going to stop until all Nigeria. Did you hear him say all northern states? When we talk, people don't want to listen. He will not stop until all Nigeria becomes Sharia. When we talk, it is in a joke. It is say with them manipulate people. It is say with the lie to deceive you to believe in your freedom. Yoruba people, Hausa people, Middle Belt, the only resultant solution is freedom. If you don't fight for freedom, listen again, listen to him, listen now.
He has risen from obscurity to lead this Islamic revival. 7 other Muslim states have now heeded his call. He says he won't stop until all Nigeria is under Sharia rule.
Are you getting it? He said he is not going to stop until all Nigeria, everywhere is under Sharia law. So those that think, but is that why you are fighting for Biafra? Are you a Muslim? Are they coming to your land? You are lying to people. Timon is working for some people to distract, to kill our people. No. Now lie, my brother. Listen with your own ear.
Do you think Nigeria should become
like
a Sharia nation?
Listen, like this video for me. Like this video for me. Because this kind of video that they block and they know they want to make it go. Because they don't want this video to, this kind of video, they don't want people to get this kind of information. So the best thing you will do for me, like this video. I beg you with God, try and like the video for me. Please, just like the video for me. Do me a favor, like it. I beg you, like the video. So now I want you to listen and hear. They will ask him a question. When they ask him a question, I want you to listen to what is the question and what will be his answer. You see, I want you to listen now. I am going to allow you listen to him again and they hear the question they will ask him. Make I not tell you first. Listen as you hear the question being asked, then you will hear his response. We continue. Let's go. Listen now. Listen.
He has risen from obscurity to lead this Islamic revival. 7 other Muslim states have now heeded his call. He says he won't stop until all Nigeria is under Sharia rule.
Do you think Nigeria should become a Sharia nation?
Do you think Nigeria should become a Sharia nation? Listen to his answer.
That is my ambition, and that is the ambition of every Muslim in this country.
That is his ambition and the ambition of every Muslim. This is no longer that we talk. This is no longer that it was written in a newspaper. This is just that you saw him tell you openly. You have seen them in the video recruit Boko Haram repentant member, rehabilitate repentant Boko Haram, call Boko Haram to come and accept the what do you call it, the repentant amnesty, and they have the opportunity to become the president of your country. Only that they need to repent. That's the only price. Repent. Did you hear him? I'm going to try to rewind it again so you can hear him. Listen again. They will ask him. Listen.
All Nigeria is under Sharia rule.
Listen.
Do you think Nigeria should become a Sharia nation?
That is my ambition, and that is the ambition of every Muslim in this country.
Why their ambition is to take over, our people, Christians' ambition is to go and dance and use prayer to kill them so that they will not take over. And they are using guns and arms to take over while you are using prayer to take over for generations, and your prayer has not taken over. And you are using prayer and the Bible to take over. You pray without looking into a changing of the constitution, Nigeria constitution, going to destroy Sharia. Are you okay? Had it been somebody is coming out to say no more Sharia, we are in a secular state, it would have been understood. Had it been somebody is coming out to say we are calling that everybody in IDP campus should be returned to their locals, to their communities, why those that have stolen the community and rename it should go back to where they come from. It would have been worth giving a listening ear, but no, they are calling for hunger. They are calling for constitutional amendment. Think. Common sense. Think. I will end this program here and now. I want us to remember that, like this video, when you hear that we are fighting for our freedom, you know why we are fighting for our freedom. We are not fighting because we want power. We are not fighting because we need presidential seat or presidential jet that they will be that will be confiscated tomorrow. We are fighting because we don't want to be chased into IDP camps. We don't want people to take over our ancestral homes and rename it after their own desire. We don't want our people to be murdered anymore. We have realized and we are woke. Now, I beg you, we have paid enough price and we are not paying anymore. We have Sharia police. We have Sharia army. What do you need again? You want to have Sharia customs and immigration before you know. Probably they should have, I don't know. And above all, these police and army are run with your own resources. Not that they get their money from any Islamic organization. No. The money they use in running this military, police, Sharia government is from Nigeria budget. They are being budgeted for. Who get here, making here, waiting the prophet is saying to the church. I will stop this program here. God bless you all. May God have mercy on us. Bye.
Have mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafra. And give us a freedom. Oh Lord, have mercy on we, Biafra. And give us a freedom. Father, we need our leader. Prophet Mazinam Yokuchukukano. We need our leader. Mazinam Yokuchukukano. We need our leader. Mazinam Yokuchukukano. Yeah, man.